You guys know about my prison ministry. You know about Hope House. But my number one ministry at home is my 8-year-old. And since we've not been doing Rangers, a friend of mine suggested this book here, and it's called Gotta Have God, Daily Devotions. And about 3 weeks ago, Tristan and I read this devotion, and I'm going to read it to you guys. And I'm going to say this is why I love my church. I love each and every one of you the same way you love us. Praying or praying. Paul, Mother called up the stairs. It's time to leave for prayer meeting at church. Paul had promised his mom he would go with her to the Wednesday night prayer meetings. Paul was praying for a classmate, Liam, with heart problems. Paul had gone to a couple of prayer meetings. He enjoyed it. He sang some good songs, but Paul didn't feel like going tonight. He wanted to goof off. He would work on the model plane he'd got for his birthday. Paul went downstairs where his mother was waiting, and he said, "Is it okay if I don't go?" His mom said, "I thought you wanted to pray for Liam." "I can pray for him in my room," Paul said, "not just at church." "It's up to you," his mom replied. "I'd better get going." Back upstairs, Paul looked around his room. He could assemble the model, he could play computer games, or he could pray for Liam. But he knew he would end up using his time on something else. He wouldn't get around to praying. Liam was in the hospital and he really needed prayers. "Okay," Paul said aloud. "God bless Liam. Amen." But it felt like a prayer that came from his lips and not from his heart. He grabbed his jacket and he went down the stairs 2 at a time and jumped on his bicycle. If he hurried, he could get to the church before prayer service was over. As he pedaled down the street, Paul asked God to take care of Liam. This time, it felt like a real prayer. This is the good part, guys. At the end of each one of these little devotions, there's a question. And the question for this day was, who do you think is praying for you daily? Without thought or hesitation, my 8-year-old said, "My whole church." He didn't name one name. He didn't say Pastor John, and he didn't say Mr. Nate, who's been his, He didn't say Commander Dale. He said, "My whole church." Do you know how that feels to a mama's heart? I'm up here to say thank you, my whole church, for who you are to my child. And prayer is important, and please keep praying for my child, and please keep praying for the list at corporate prayer, and please keep praying for the girls in prison who can't have visitors right now. Prayer works. I love you.